This week on Maker Update, flying faders, data dispensers, tiny trucks, walkie-talkies, and winking neon. Hey, I'm Donald Bell, and this is Maker Update, our weekly showcase of new and notable DIY projects and tips from across the internet. I hope you're doing well. We've got a great show for you. Let's get started with the project of the week. On Instructable's Computer Hardware Tips and Tutorials has a guide on how they built this computer volume mixer using 5 motorized faders. With this mixer, you can assign and control the volume of individual applications on your computer. What's more, you can create and save volume presets to any one of these 8 buttons on the right side. Press any of the buttons and the faders will quickly snap to the particular arrangement you saved, and it looks like magic. Now, unless you're a podcaster or a musician or a live streamer, you might not find this super useful. You're probably not merging audio from multiple applications on purpose. But because the project communicates to your computer using MIDI, this becomes a control surface you could use for a variety of projects. It could be a lighting controller, a VJ mixer, theater production. There's a ton of possibilities. Inside, the star of the show are these Behringer motorized faders. These aren't analog audio faders like you'd find in a traditional audio mixer. These are digital faders, and their position is read by a microcontroller like the Teensy 4.1 used in this project and interpreted into a value. It's the connected computer that determines whether that value is applied to volume or something else. What's interesting to me is that these are the exact same faders he used in a previous version of this project where the motion was slower and a little clunky. The difference is the type of motor driver used to power the motors. This latest version uses DRV8833 modules, which are FET-based and can handle more current. That's paired up with the Teensy, which has a fast processor ideal for the PID control loop needed to accurately move these things in and out of position. The result looks super professional. You can find the full guide, code, model, and bill of materials using the link in the description. More projects. On Adafruit, the Ruiz brothers have a fun guide on building this 3D printed, Star Trek inspired environmental sensor. The design was based on an actual prop for a drug dispenser used in the pilot episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. But instead of drugs, we get information thanks to an Adafruit CO2 temperature and humidity sensor. Not only do the environmental readings output to the screen, but there's also a haptic motor built in that will buzz if the readings get too high. More than anything though, I just love the design here, which all snaps together and fits the components perfectly. The Star Trek LCAR style graphic design on the screen is also a real treat. On his blog, Victor Frost details how he created this 1/3 scale RC truck. The idea started when he came into possession of 4 hub wheel hoverboard motors and wondered if he could make them into a remote controlled truck. The end result is a charming taped together mix of cardboard and 3D printing, and I'm all about it. You can learn more in the blog post, including details on the code and microcontrollers used to breathe new life into those hoverboard motors. Another project on Adafruit, this one from Liz Clark. She shows us how to make a walkie-talkie system based around the ESP-32. You hold down the button to record a message, and when you let go, the message is automatically sent and played back on the other device. It's a peer-to-peer system that uses the ESP-NOW protocol to wirelessly communicate. The wireless range is helped by the antenna connection on this particular board. And finally, I got a kick out of seeing this LED neon animated eye by David Hamp-Gonsalves. This is such a cool effect. For the mechanical movement of the LED neon strip, there's a 3D printed reciprocating barrel cam that's driven by what looks like a geared DC motor. This pushes 2 linear bearings back and forth attached to push rods that push and pull on the ends of the LED neon strip, opening and closing the eye. But the key to the illusion is the NeoPixel ring in the middle that's animated in such a way that it looks like the eyelids are closing down around it. It's a cool trick, and I've never seen anything quite like it. Now for some tips and tools. On her channel, Jamie from MythMade shares a great tip on how to make your own wireless induction LEDs. If you're unfamiliar with these magical things, they're basically LEDs that light up in the presence of an induction ring. Retail, these LEDs can cost as much as $1 each, but you can also roll your own pretty easily with the right combination of components and a toaster oven. Check out the video to learn how. And from DigiKey's own Shawn Hymel, on his blog, a thoughtful collection of tips for using AI to write embedded firmware. AI has proven to be a powerful tool for coding hardware, but it comes along with a certain level of risk and frustration depending on the complexity of your project. Shawn has a well-informed, nuanced take on things that can help you make the most of coding with AI and draw some useful boundaries around it as well. For this week's DigiKey Spotlight, Becky Stern's latest video takes a look at making sound on a microcontroller. Whether you want to make your own synthesizer or just add some sound effects to your next Halloween prop, there are some critical ingredients you'll want to know about. From speakers to buzzers, sample playback and amplification, Becky will guide you through the fundamentals. And that does it for this week's show. Be sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, or leave a comment. A big thanks as always to DigiKey for making this show possible, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.